I'm Dr. William Lee, and today I want to talk to you about something that becomes increasingly important after the age of 50: your body's natural ability to protect itself from cancer. Most people believe cancer prevention is complicated, expensive, or dependent on genetics alone. But what leading researchers, including experts like Dr. Sterling, have shown is something very different. Your body already has built in systems designed to defend against cancer every single day. The problem is not that these systems don't exist. The problem is that over time, they become weaker, less responsive, and less supported by the way we live. Every single day, your body produces abnormal cells. This is completely normal. Cells divide, replicate, and sometimes errors occur. But a healthy body doesn't allow these abnormal cells to grow out of control. Instead, it detects them, repairs them, or destroys them before they can become dangerous. This protective process happens silently, without you ever noticing it. It is one of the most powerful defense mechanisms you have. However, after 50, several things begin to change. Your immune system becomes slightly less efficient. Inflammation levels may rise. Circulation may slow down. Hormonal balance shifts. Cellular repair mechanisms become less precise. None of these changes are dramatic on their own, but together they create an environment where abnormal cells have a better chance of surviving and multiplying. This is where the simple daily habit comes in. It's not a pill, it's not a complex routine. It's not something that requires expensive equipment or extreme effort. It's something your body was designed to respond to, and when done consistently, it activates multiple protective systems at once. That habit is daily, consistent movement, especially walking done with intention. Now, this may sound too simple. Many people hear this and immediately think, I already walk, or that can't be powerful enough. But the reality is that most people are not walking in a way that activates the full protective benefits your body needs. And more importantly, most people are not consistent enough to trigger long-term cellular protection. When you move your body every day, several powerful processes begin to activate. First, your circulation improves. Blood is responsible for delivering oxygen, nutrients, and immune cells throughout your body. When circulation is strong, your immune system can travel efficiently, identifying and eliminating abnormal cells before they become a problem. When circulation is poor, certain areas of the body become less monitored, allowing unhealthy cells to go unnoticed for longer periods. Second, movement directly reduces chronic inflammation. This is critical. Chronic inflammation is one of the most overlooked contributors to cancer risk. It creates an environment where cells are constantly under stress, making them more likely to mutate and behave abnormally. When you engage in daily movement, your muscles release natural anti-inflammatory compounds that calm this internal environment. Over time, this significantly reduces the stress placed on your cells. Third, walking and moderate movement help regulate hormones. After 50, hormonal imbalances can quietly influence how cells grow and divide. Certain hormones, when elevated for long periods, can encourage abnormal cell growth. Regular movement helps stabilize these levels, keeping your internal environment balanced and less favorable for uncontrolled growth. Another critical factor is your lymphatic system. Unlike your bloodstream, your lymphatic system does not have a pump like the heart. It relies entirely on movement to function. This system is responsible for removing waste, toxins, and abnormal cells from your body. When you are sedentary, this system slows down. When you move, especially through walking, this system becomes active, flushing out harmful substances and supporting immune function. There is also a process called autophagy, which becomes especially important as you age. This is your body's way of cleaning out damaged cells and recycling their components. Think of it as a deep internal cleanup system. Daily movement stimulates this process, helping your body remove weak or damaged cells before they become a problem. What makes this habit so powerful is that it does not target just one system. It supports multiple layers of defense at the same time. It improves circulation, reduces inflammation, balances hormones, activates immune response, and enhances cellular cleanup processes. But here is where most people get it wrong. They walk occasionally, not consistently. They walk slowly without elevating their heart rate. They walk distracted without engaging their body properly. They walk for short bursts and then remain sedentary for the rest of the day. This type of movement is not enough to trigger the deeper protective effects your body needs. To truly activate your body's defense systems, the movement must be intentional, rhythmic, and consistent. Even 20 to 30 minutes of purposeful walking each day can begin to create measurable changes in your internal environment. When done correctly, walking becomes more than exercise. It becomes a signal to your body. A signal that says, stay active, stay efficient, stay protective. Your body responds to that signal by strengthening its internal defenses. There is also a neurological component to this. Movement stimulates brain activity, improves blood flow to the brain, and reduces stress. Chronic stress is another major factor that weakens immune function and increases inflammation. By reducing stress through movement, you are indirectly strengthening your body's ability to defend itself. Sleep also improves when you move daily, and sleep is when your body performs some of its most important repair work. Cells regenerate, DNA damage is corrected, and immune processes are reinforced. Without proper sleep, even the best lifestyle habits become less effective. So now you begin to see the bigger picture. This simple habit is not simple because it's small. It's simple because it's fundamental. It works with your body, not against it. It doesn't force change, it supports what your body is already trying to do. And when done consistently, it compounds over time. Small daily actions lead to powerful, long-term protection. In the next part, I'm going to show you exactly how most seniors are doing this habit incorrectly without realizing it, and how a few small adjustments can dramatically increase its cancer protective benefits. As we go deeper into this, it becomes clear that the difference between walking that simply feels good and walking that actively protects your body at a cellular level comes down to precision, consistency, and awareness. Most seniors are already moving to some degree, but the protective effect that experts like Dr. Richard describe doesn't come from casual, inconsistent activity. It comes from activating specific biological systems in a sustained, repeatable way. One of the biggest issues is inconsistency. The body does not respond strongly to occasional effort. If you walk once or twice a week, even for a long duration, you may feel temporarily energized, but your internal systems, your immune response, your inflammatory balance, your metabolic regulation do not adapt in a lasting way. These systems require daily signals. Think of it like training your body to stay in defense mode. When the signal is repeated every day, your body adjusts its baseline. It becomes more efficient at detecting abnormal cells, more effective at clearing waste, and more stable in regulating hormones. But when the signal disappears for days at a time, the body returns to a lower level of readiness. Another critical mistake is walking without reaching the threshold that stimulates change. Many seniors walk at a pace that is comfortable but too slow to elevate the heart rate. While gentle movement is better than none, it does not fully activate circulation or immune surveillance. For walking to influence cancer protective mechanisms, it needs to slightly challenge the cardiovascular system. This doesn't mean exhaustion or strain. It means walking at a pace where your breathing deepens, your heart rate rises, and your body begins to circulate blood more forcefully. This increased circulation is what allows immune cells to move more efficiently throughout your body, identifying and addressing potential threats earlier. There is also the issue of duration. Very short walks, especially those under 10 minutes, often do not allow enough time for the body to shift into its protective state. The first few minutes of movement are essentially a transition phase where your body is adjusting from rest to activity. It is after this phase that circulation improves significantly. Metabolic processes activate and anti-inflammatory effects begin to take hold. This is why sustained walking, typically 20 to 30 minutes, is far more effective than multiple brief, disconnected movements. Posture and biomechanics also play a larger role than most people realize. When you walk with poor posture, rounded shoulders, forward head position, shallow breathing, you limit lung expansion and reduce oxygen intake. Oxygen is not just important for energy, it is essential for cellular function and repair. Poor posture also restricts blood flow efficiency, meaning your tissues receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients. Over time, this creates an environment where cells are under subtle stress, which can contribute to dysfunction. Walking with an upright posture, open chest, and relaxed shoulders allows your lungs to fully expand, improving oxygenation and supporting cellular health. Breathing itself is often overlooked. Shallow breathing limits oxygen delivery and reduces the efficiency of movement. Deep, rhythmic breathing during walking enhances oxygen exchange, supports cardiovascular function, and helps regulate the nervous system. When your breathing is steady and controlled, your body operates in a more balanced state, reducing stress hormones that can contribute to inflammation. This creates a more stable internal environment, one that is less favorable for abnormal cell growth. Another major factor is what happens outside of the walking session. Many seniors complete a walk and then remain sedentary for the rest of the day. This pattern significantly reduces the benefits of the activity. The body responds best to frequent signals of movement. Long periods of sitting slow circulation, reduce metabolic activity, and allow inflammatory processes to build up again. Even small movements throughout the day, standing, stretching, short walks, help maintain the momentum created by your main walking session. It's not just about the walk itself, but about creating a lifestyle where movement is integrated consistently. Nutrition and hydration also influence how effective this daily habit becomes. Movement increases circulation, which means nutrients are delivered more efficiently throughout the body. But if those nutrients are lacking, if the diet is low in essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, the body cannot fully take advantage of improved circulation. Hydration supports blood volume and flow, ensuring that oxygen and immune cells can move efficiently. When walking is combined with proper nutrition and hydration, the protective effects become significantly stronger. There is also a powerful connection between movement and metabolic health. After 50, the body's ability to regulate blood sugar becomes less efficient. Elevated blood sugar levels over time can damage blood vessels, increase inflammation, and create an environment that supports abnormal cell behavior. Walking helps muscles absorb glucose more effectively, stabilizing blood sugar levels and reducing this risk. Even a single session of walking can improve glucose regulation for hours afterward, and when done daily, it creates a more stable metabolic environment. Hormonal balance is another area where this habit has a profound effect. Hormones act as signals that influence how cells grow, divide, and function. When these signals are out of balance, cells may behave in ways that are less controlled. Regular movement helps regulate these signals, keeping them within healthy ranges. This reduces the likelihood of excessive or abnormal cell growth, which is a key factor in cancer development. The immune system, which is your body's primary defense against abnormal cells, also becomes more responsive with consistent movement. During walking, immune cells circulate more actively, increasing their ability to detect and eliminate potential threats. Over time, this repeated activation strengthens the system, making it more efficient and more responsive. This is not something that happens overnight, but with daily practice, the effect becomes cumulative. Stress reduction is another critical component. Chronic stress elevates cortisol and other stress hormones, which can suppress immune function and increase inflammation. Walking, especially in a calm environment, helps lower these stress levels. It signals the body to shift from a state of tension to a state of balance. This shift supports immune function, reduces inflammation, and creates conditions that are less favorable for disease. Sleep quality also improves with consistent movement, and sleep is when many of the body's repair processes occur. During deep sleep, cells are repaired, damaged proteins are cleared, and the brain undergoes important maintenance processes. Without adequate sleep, these processes are less effective and the body's ability to maintain healthy cells is reduced. Walking helps regulate the sleep-wake cycle, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep, which enhances overall recovery. One of the most important insights here is that this habit works through accumulation. It is not about a single walk or even a single week of walking. It is about creating a daily rhythm that your body can rely on. Each session builds on the previous one, gradually improving circulation, reducing inflammation, stabilizing metabolism, and strengthening immune function. Over time, these changes create a significantly more protective internal environment. Many seniors underestimate the power of these small, consistent actions because the effects are not immediate or dramatic. But this is exactly why they are so effective. They work quietly, steadily, and reliably. They support the body's natural systems rather than forcing change. And because they are sustainable, they can be maintained for years, even decades. The key is not intensity, but consistency and correctness. Walking at the right pace, for the right duration, with proper posture and breathing, and repeating this daily creates a signal that your body understands. It tells your systems to stay active, stay responsive, and stay protective. In the final part, I'm going to show you the exact simple routine that combines all of these elements into a daily habit you can follow easily so your body can consistently stay in this protective, cancer-resistant state without confusion or guesswork. As we bring everything together, the most important realization is that this simple daily habit only becomes powerful when it is done correctly, consistently, and with intention. It is not about walking occasionally or moving when you feel like it. It is about creating a daily signal to your body that keeps your internal defense systems active, responsive, and strong. The routine itself is straightforward, but the way you perform it determines the results you get. Each day, you want to give your body a period of continuous, purposeful movement that lasts long enough to activate circulation, engage your cardiovascular system, and stimulate immune activity. For most seniors, this means walking for around 20 to 30 minutes without long interruptions. The pace should feel slightly challenging, but still controlled. You should be able to speak, but not comfortably hold long conversations. That is the zone where your heart, lungs, and circulation are working hard enough to create meaningful internal change. As you walk, posture becomes your foundation. Keep your spine upright, your shoulders relaxed, and your head aligned naturally above your body. This allows your lungs to expand fully and your blood to circulate efficiently. Your arms should move naturally with your stride, helping maintain rhythm and balance. Your steps should feel smooth and deliberate, not rushed or stiff. This coordination between posture, movement, and rhythm transforms a simple walk into a full body activation. Breathing should be steady and intentional. Deep, rhythmic breathing supports oxygen delivery to every cell in your body. Oxygen is not just fuel for energy, it is essential for cellular repair and proper function. When your breathing is shallow, your body operates in a less efficient state. When your breathing is deep and controlled, your body shifts into a more balanced, supportive environment where repair processes can function properly. What happens after the walk is just as important as the walk itself. Instead of sitting for long periods immediately afterward, try to stay lightly active throughout the day. Short movements, standing, stretching, or brief walks help maintain the circulation and metabolic activity you just activated. This prevents your body from slipping back into a sedentary state where inflammation and sluggish circulation can return. Hydration supports everything you are doing. Water helps maintain blood volume, supports nutrient transport, and allows your systems to function smoothly. Without proper hydration, even the best walking routine becomes less effective. Alongside this, a balanced intake of nutrients gives your body the raw materials it needs to repair cells, support the immune system, and maintain stable internal conditions. Over time, this daily routine begins to create a powerful shift. Your circulation becomes more efficient. Your inflammation levels begin to stabilize. Your immune system becomes more responsive. Your metabolism becomes more balanced. These changes are not dramatic from one day to the next, but they build quietly. Weeks turn into months, and months into years, and your body gradually becomes a place where abnormal cells struggle to survive and grow. Another important effect is how this routine influences your energy and mental clarity. Many seniors notice that when they move consistently, they feel more alert, more stable, and more capable throughout the day. This is not just a feeling. It reflects improved blood flow to the brain, better oxygenation, and reduced stress levels. Stress reduction alone plays a major role in supporting immune function and lowering inflammation, both of which are essential for long-term health. Sleep also improves as this routine becomes part of your daily life. Better sleep means better repair. During sleep, your body performs some of its most important maintenance work. Cells are repaired, waste is cleared, and systems are reset. When you combine good sleep with daily movement, you create a continuous cycle of activity and recovery that strengthens your body's defenses. The most powerful aspect of this habit is that it works with your body, not against it. It doesn't rely on extreme effort or unsustainable routines. It builds strength, resilience, and protection through repetition and consistency. It respects the natural processes your body already has in place and simply gives them the support they need to function at their best. Many people search for complex solutions, believing that something powerful must also be complicated. But in reality, the most effective strategies are often the simplest ones, done correctly over time. This is one of those strategies. It does not demand perfection. It demands consistency. When you commit to this daily movement, you are not just exercising. You are sending a message to your body every single day. A message that says, remain active, remain efficient, remain protective. And your body responds to that message by strengthening the very systems designed to keep you healthy. Over the long term, this becomes more than a habit. It becomes a foundation, a quiet, consistent force that supports your health from the inside out. And while no single action can guarantee prevention, this daily practice significantly improves the environment within your body, making it far less favorable for disease and far more supportive of strength, resilience, and longevity. This is how something simple becomes powerful. Not because it is dramatic, but because it is done every day in the right way for long enough to truly change how your body functions.